It had to be the performance of a lifetime. If you recognize a few of these faces in the crowd, it's because they're from Bloomingdale High School, and they just got home from a once-in-a-lifetime trip. And Jason Locker is the choral director at Bloomingdale. And good morning to you, Jason. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. It's a pleasure.
So you took this trip on the last week of the Christmas break.
Correct.
And what a whirlwind trip this must have been. Rome.
Yes, yes. It's one of the, the ancient capitals of Europe, and it was phenomenal. We spent a week there, and we got to do a ton of sightseeing, performing, and it was just amazing.
And you say performing like no big deal, but these performances were at the Vatican and historic places in Rome. These weren't just any place.
Right. We had our marching band and the Crimson Guard. They marched in the Rome New Year's Parade, which went right by the famous Spanish Steps. We had our orchestra performing in churches and museums. Chorus as well, performing all over the place in the Pope's one of the Pope's churches, the Archbasilica of St. John Lateran. It was just amazing.
Yeah. And so how many? And so this was a real privilege for Bloomingdale. This was one of the largest bands and choirs to perform. How did you get this opportunity of all the high schools across the country?
Well, about a year and a half ago, we received an invitation from the mayor of Rome and the mayor of a nearby town called Frascati to travel there and to perform in their New Year's activities.
Yeah. So I look at the pictures of these 16-year-olds, and I wonder if they have any perspective on what they've just experienced. I mean, what was your takeaway from this?
Well, it was interesting to hear some of the conversation that the students were having with us as a staff, as well as with the parents.
You think they got it?
They did, yeah. We heard them talking about how amazing it was to see the Pope himself.
On that New Year's Day blessing?
At the New Year's Day blessing.
That.
Absolutely. And, seeing these enormous buildings that were constructed 2,000 or more years ago that still stand to this day. We saw the Pantheon, which was built in the years BC, before Christ, and it's still standing. And it's just amazing. And I really think that the kids got it.
What an opportunity. What an opportunity. Jason Locker with Bloomingdale High School. Remind me, how many kids were we talking about?
We had about 200 kids and about 90 adults with us.
Ooh, 200 teenagers in a foreign country with a foreign language. God love you. All right, we will send it back over to Russell right now. Over to you.
All right. Thank you, Laura. It's almost 8:20.